Welcome back. Episode 2. If you happen to join us in episode 1, we had a nice walkthrough of our farm here called Ringwoods. I'll catch you up to date a little bit. I left you when it was snow. We've gradually moved along in our timeline here. All the snow is melted, and February is almost to a close. It's 4:20, I see. Dark should be setting in, and we should be ready to move into March 1st. And if you don't know what that means, let me show you. Right here, we'll skip on down to our calendar. And if you'll look right over here, February's almost gone, which means March 1st is due upon us, and we can start planting anything we want. Oats, sunflowers, potatoes, all the action's about ready to happen. So if we can get through just a couple more hours here, we'll be there. In the meantime, let me take you to something really, really cool. I did just get word down at the store that our new planter came in. So we are probably going to head down there, check it out. I have to go down and pick it up, bring it on home, and be ready for the planting season. But in the meantime, you turn down the volume, and I don't think you could hear me quite as well in episode 1 when the motor was running. I didn't notice that. But first thing is first. Down the road. Get out, just admire the absolute elegance of everything that went into this map. I'm in awe every time I drive around. This looks so real, or if you just want to say surreal. But I know it's February. I don't think we make our plants die and bloom again, but at least it's all beautiful. Again, just taking some sights, just wonderful little places for me. So anyway, moving down here, it is a farmer's market. Real close by. This will be all green, solid green down here. Let's get cash on our way. Which is exciting to me. Happens to hold some secrets. Gotta get our door open. Where are we? Stuck, yes. Welcome. Drop off. Go to our handy map to get back here where we were. Zoom right in here. If I could locate myself, we'd be doing fine. Oh yes, we want to Go right here to our gator, back in our gator, back at the front door, and the door is finally open. Okay, my friends, this is time to admire and take in some beauty. This is our John Deere barn. Let me show you around here. From the smallest, way back when, the John Deere 720, the reason I am privy to this particular tractor is we did have one on our farm, sold it about 10 years ago, but got a lot of use out of it. But I want you to listen to something. I'm going to turn up the volume here. And that is exactly how they used to sound and run, get around. Just there's an old push button start right over here. If you can even see it, maybe on this tractor, it was on the floor. You kind of turned your key on, and this was your flywheel, spun around, but you had a little electric push button on the floor that you turned, and away it would go. Next up, 4020, and if this is still true, I had once known that this was the most popular model ever sold for John Deere, the 4020 model. It came in the narrow front and the wide front. Don't know which one sold better, but the 4020 was I still believe this is the most popular model ever sold by John Deere. We also had one. We had a we had a wide front end 4020 diesel with a cab on it, and it was one of our main tractors. So we go along here. Of course, they picked up a little bit in size. Tell you what, let me turn off some of that bar up there so we can see a little bit better. It's just in our way. I'm going to scroll up here and turn that off. Now the help window's gone, we can see a little better. 4455 came in a few different models, the same tractor, just one had front wheel assist here. Little workable tractors, 6120 on up, and it's just kind of a great little log of the history of John Deere, how they've grown, and what kind of different models they had. It's really fun to see, and I tried to keep them semi in order here, up to the 7810, going off the 6 models. Get up into the 44s. Of course, you had 4-wheel drives, front wheel assist, standard dualies. Of course, you could modify it any way you wanted. Here's black looking 4755, blacked out tires and so forth. Right on here, both of them had front hydraulics, great for blades or what any other object you could find to incorporate it with. Another great popular model I remember was this one, the 4440. See, you'll still see a lot of these in operations, and must have been a great tractor. Another one, 44 with anhydrous maybe, sprayer tanks, wherever you want to put in them. There's a single, another 4455. And we get up into pretty much the new additions. The next generation, if you want to say. 6250R, single wheels, front PTOs, both of them. Here's a big old 6250R, same tractor. This one has got dualies, of course, this one doesn't. Built just alike, same tractor. And over to our now 7920 as we just keep going up the list. And we'll hop down here, and the 8360s. Beautiful tractors. An 8530 front wheel. So yeah, Probably got a little bit more horsepower in this 85 than the 83 series. That deserves the dualies. Next generation, this is a 7R. I'm real privy to the 7R. I do got one on the farm that I drive quite a bit. It's just a great little tractor. Love it. Here's a nice style one. This happens to be a 360, maybe a 350. Yep, 357R. Beautiful looking tractor. So I guess that's why I take to it. So, march down that row. Then, kick on back here into the middle. All the way down here in the end. This is our big boys. 9620R. If you watched episode 1, you know we've got one on the farm. Here's an older 4-wheel drive. Big horsepower. Out of all these. Even an older model. 8960. As you can see how the styling has just evolved, changed, grown, probably better aesthetically. And then here, it's not very defined, but just another 4-wheel drive that dropped the dualies off. So I thought this was a nice little treat that everybody can enjoy. Come down here to a John Deere building, so it's nice to own all these and have a nice look around once in a while and see where we've been and see where we're going to go. Over in this farm, we got quite a bit of buying power to fill up this barn. Right now we got just a few pieces of equipment in here. This is a logging truck. Of course, this is a logger. If anybody's into construction, maybe we'll get out there and play around with these a little bit. There's probably a little snow remover, snow shovel. Put just a blade on front of this. This thing's kind of cool. I bought it just for the bonus. Here is a stump grinder. Basically, once we cut all those trees down, we get those nasty stumps. We get that out and buzz the stumps away. So, hopefully that was a little treat for everybody. I always enjoy it. And obviously, we can't have all these on the farm. You never know which one to drive and so forth. But we just created a small little museum, so to say. And that's what holds in this farm. So, now, we're going to get our door shut. Certainly. Alright, let's go back in the gator, and we'll skip right past the farm this time, and we'll head down to the store, take a look at that new drill it gave me. Let's take a small turn here, and this will be something plants on the snow now. If you didn't watch episode 1, the cow barns on to the right, hog barns right up here to the left, cows, hog barns. We got some chickens on here, and I guess I just took them on. Chickens weren't producing enough eggs, and I said, you know what, off you go. Back to the house, really started. Zoom on down to the store. So it's nice being close to the market. Nice being close to the dealership. So the travel's not very far. This is exciting. It's exciting. Just it looks like that's what's wrong over here. This field that we're going to have to take care of. Let's go spot check this real quick. Down in the bottom right hand corner, it'll tell us our acreage, what our land area is, whether it was fertilized, what it used to be, and so forth. But let's take a quick look. Back up here to the top. And where are we standing? We're standing on the biggest field that we own, right here. You can see over there to the right, has been cultivated. If we go in here, sure enough, the green indicates weeds mainly on this section here alone. and we'll have to take care of those before we plant. And remember, episode 1, we are planting soybeans in there, so just a refresher again. Alright, so that'll be great. Get the tillage put down, run through that, take out those weeds. Oh, here's the space to be. The dealership. They got plenty on the lot. Just take it. So, we get a better angle this way. Oof. We're going massive tractor setting over here. Versatile. A lot of you haven't heard them. They are still around, I believe. A lot of them use out west. There's the Caterpillar series, all known for their tracks. Big old Ford over here. There's usually lots of horsepower. There's a couple tractors. That's overseas. If you are overseas watching this, you don't know what it is. It's definitely not the tractor. Oh, looks like we got one over here. We're doing the shop. Stop and take a look at what this is. Maybe next week we say, oh yeah, the old 4455. Probably in just for some repairs. Monster John Deere. A little bit different color scheme on him. Wow. All tracked up, ready to go. I look at this 9620 RX, the RX. The slack on there, probably for the tracks. Yes, a little bit different. People like it, some people don't. That's the beauty of it. So, I haven't got into the whole track system too much yet. I still want more traditional. Back here it looks like we've got some used models on sale. Or buy something, pick something up. Oh, 285. Those are a nice truck. This is probably good 4455. I tell you, still a lot of service left in that thing. This is a fairly brand new one. I'm guessing the 7 series, 710. Those generation Ford. Those are well known to turn sharp radius. New Holland, Ford. I think we got our small track line up here. 85 door class. Smaller John Deere, so that's 6. It is 6120. This little tractor provides a lot of horsepower for a small model. That some models you haven't seen, possibly electric. Small Ford. We got here in Japan. Okay. Other cars are white and black. That looks pretty stylish. I like that. I drove one before. They sound pretty good. Is that a orange and black? They're really nice for this company thing. They were around a long time. Probably still are. Can't be definite. Another setter, get smaller and smaller as a little, maybe for long or whatever. This a little dozer type of thing. So that could be here. Got the big John Deere. Just saw some of these down at the museum. 10 on tracks. It's probably an 8R. Get out, look around a little bit. 8 Series 8285R. Beautiful tractor. Got the wheel weights on them and all stuff. This is probably it's an 8285R. Well, what was this one? Is this the same model? 8285. 8285. So both tractor systems got wider wheel set. This one's got the closer dualies. Usually they call this a crop row, ground crops. Even tells you right here, oh, that's saying this. Oh, I know what this is. This is a particular model by the Sohn family. They've put in their own, and as you can see right there, they've done their own mods. Great mods. They style them right after their farm, what they had, and that goes out to them because those are some really nice mod John Deere's that they've done. Here is another Sohn farms right on the lot. So maybe they're close. Real 9230, beautiful looking tractor. Maybe just horsepower. And that's right up next to the big four-wheel drive case, 620. It's a Steiger model. We come, tracks one, called the quad track. As you can see, I believe they're both quad tracks. This next shirt. Oh, this is called a road track, 500. This is a quad track, 620. So yeah, I think this one's probably got a little bit more horsepower. Plus the wider tracks versus the little ones. And here we've got one just on the rear end. The little Magnum 400 series. Different looking. Gets the job done. I know a lot of people on the tracks. Good for them. So, wow, have we seen the whole store? What are we going to buy? Maybe that red barn, maybe we can just buy them all, take them all down there for a drive and test them out. You know what? Let's sneak into this one while they're not looking. We're going to listen to a little bit of sound here. Take it for a test drive. Wow, what an absolute treat that was. We may have to put one of those on our farm. I've got to go discover how many horsepower that rocks. Boy, that really sounded nice. I'm really fond of this tractor now. I don't think they minded us taking it for a test drive. We buy an awful lot here at the store, so we could probably just take any one of these out for a test drive. I don't think the store manager will mind. What do you think? We'll come down and test drive a few others. Boy, that was nice. I may wind up just buying one of these and putting her to work. That was a really nice ride. I'm glad I took it for test drive. I have not since now. Okay, let get that sound down again. So we got in episode 1, so you can hear me a little bit better. Be a little nice. Well, if this was just as nice, I'm gonna take this one. There's so those are popular tractors. I won't say just abroad. I want to see quite a few of them in our area, running around. So, that must be it. Sure enough, right by the John Deere door, there is our brand new delivery. What do we need this for, you say? Well, if you remember episode 1, we've got some pretty big equipment sitting down there. And we've got a few farms that just don't quite need that great big equipment. Tough to maneuver, tough to turn around. And I thought, let's just buy a smaller model. All in one here. There's no seed cart on this one. So it's all one contained. If we can go right up here, sure. There we go. Take a look around. Beautiful piece of equipment, but we'll get everything squared away right there. There's our old seed hopper. Ooh, look in the bottom right hand corner. Owned by me. I like it. We've got an N5542 seed drill. This is brand new. Some seed closures. Oh yeah, beautiful. I think this will work on. We'll have to bring a tractor back and take this on home. I'll tell you what, let's move this. And I wonder if anybody, we'll just park our gator here as good old flat road. I'll tell you what, let's jump in this one. I don't think they'll mind if we back on and after we just bought a brand new seeder. I don't think they'd mind if we just run on home with this tractor and take it home. What do you think? Let's get in and again turn up and hear a little music. Well, I tell you what, that sounded pretty awesome as well. It's a smooth running tractor, right down the road. Wow, I'm gonna have to investigate some of these newer tractors off models. That was fun. All right, let's get in our barn here, but first, Where are we gonna put him? I was thinking right over here. We ain't gonna have a direct spot to back into, but most times the planters and drills don't go out the same time. So if we park it in front of that until we find another perfect place to put him, I think that'll be okay. The other thing I just saw in the store, they actually came out with a new field cultivator. I was thinking I might trade one of these in just to play around with something else, but we'll see. We need to make a little bit smaller field cultivator so we can hook a color packer on behind and can take it in one shot. Hopefully we didn't park too close and damage this tractor that we don't even have permission to take. That was close. Alright, let's go park this. Whoop! Throwing my weight around. Alright, sometimes this is tricky. They won't let us in. Maybe they locked us out. They didn't like us taking the tractor. They locked us out. Won't that be something? It just wants us to grab it instead. Alright. It's being, there we got it. Alright, get here a little on the boy. Just gonna squeeze this under this door too. Let's see if we can back this thing all the way up. Just hope it fits. Oh, we got some mark clips in there. It should fit, but it's a little tight. Oh, we just made it. Let's see what kind of back What do you think? I don't even think they knew it was gone. We were that good. Now we just gotta take a little gator on home. days where we're not quite, well, we're not busy now, but there's two of the days. We got to do something for some other days. Which I'm excited. Well, we're going on almost 5 o'clock. The city's going to be dark a little bit soon here. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to push this day on through and have it parked right in front of my door that I can't open because I'm in front of it. But tell you what, take me to the end of the program here. And what we're going to do, we're going to stand in front of our doorway. And we're just going to watch the sun go down. So we'll pull a little trick here. After we save, of course, we're gonna come over here. Get that help turned off. And we're gonna come over here where it says real time. We're just gonna speed it up to 360. Now watch the clock move. That's quarter after. It's 20 after. 5:30 and so forth. And that's how we jump a day. Because I can't wait for March episode 3. We're gonna come back. And we are going to be ready to go to the fields. Our animals are fed, all our productions are running. It looks great. We're going to stop just for a second here. Come back down. Get it back to regular time. Just so we can take a look around. And I tell you what, I'm going to give you a different kind of mode. It's called construction mode. Where it kind of puts us up in the air. And we're able to freely walk around, but I actually added all these lights. Still, Stevie added all the beautiful foliage and everything. The wrecked car's still there, of course, but added all these lights. Just aesthetically pleasing at this point, and beautiful to the eye. I like things well lit. Right down a white fence. All looks good. I didn't know I had a door. I didn't know I had a gate over here. See? The more you explore, better it becomes. Did we need lights out here? No. And I put them in anyways. Just because it can, and just because it's fun. I like a well-lit path, don't you? Oh, still going. I must have spent a fortune in lights. What was I thinking? Our cows are happy. Oh, great time. Here is our automated feed system going to work. All 3 of them at once. It takes the mix. I won't explain that now, but it's good to see them in operation. It takes a lot off us. They're all automated. They go out at certain times, keep everything full, and down here in the right-hand corner, it's showing us our health and our animals, and I bet you they're all out at the same time. Oh, Lord. If you haven't got that door open in time, I don't know what he would have done. Oh, he was planning on turning around anyway. Gotcha. Probably the same up here. Sure enough, they're all automated, and here he comes. Food, cows are happy, and they know when the automated comes through. But as I promised you, let's go back up front. We'll start up there. A nice little wall. That's my nice, beautiful log cabin. And we will start from here. I'm going to put you up in what's called construction mode. This is where we get all our buying. But what it allows us is get up high. Oh, now we can see the farm. Different angles. Oh, well, our silos. And, of course, support your local farmers. We actually get paid to have that sign out there. Main building with the office that I forgot to take you in. I promised you. Episode 1 I forgot to take you in, but now we get a look from the outside, a little office where we maintain everything, paperwork and so forth that goes in farming. Got a corn dryer, both of our bins. Right now we've been dumping in this one. This one up here is a little bit smaller, and right now it is full from last harvest. But just look at all the lights. I love putting lights almost everywhere. Nothing Nothing should be in the dark. Around here, we need those extra hours to make sure we get everything done accordingly. I don't know if I brought you out here the other day. Here is our greenhouse. Everything seems to be ticking along. All this is production. Got to keep watching it so when it gets full, we're ready to put it on the trailer and get it to market before it spoils. Check in on the hogs from a high vantage point. Looks like they're good. But we keep going further, and now you can see the layout. The 3 cow barns right in a row, right there. The two hog barns right in a row. Here, horses are horses. They all seem to be eating at one end. This must be something special down there. The biogas plant down here. Look how well lit it is. I spent some time doing this. We got our windmill circulating here, producing some electricity. We get paid. Let's generate us some income. I thought that was a nice little tour. But you see the farm as an overlay right there. A little something special back here. Little clubhouse. We put in some solar panels. This is just a place to hang out and escape whatever you want to escape. So we're going to set this back down. Check in on this guy who's just standing there if you can get close enough to him. No, I guess not. And voila. Here we are. I hope you enjoyed episode 2. A little bit of great machinery we saw today. Of course, we took off on a couple of tractors that they didn't know they were missing. Don't tell anybody that we actually took them for a drive. Again, we buy enough down there. I don't think they'd mind. In fact, they probably encourage us to take them for a drive, knowing we'll probably buy them and they'll be all happy. But back up the clock. It is now 10 after 8. We're going to stop this episode. I'm going to take it on through the night so we can wake up 7, 8 o'clock, and it's going to be March 1st, and we are going to hit the fields. We are ready to go to work. I'm going to open up some doors. In fact, we better go close this one for the night. And so I hope you come back for episode 3 and so forth. But episode 3, we're going to get right into it. Some action out there. I think the first thing we got to do, like I said, we got to go plant those potatoes first of all. And I was going to go plant those oats second, but I think we're going to go out in this back field out here. We got to get our grass run in. As soon as we can get our grass run in, we can speed up the time to get it cut, and maybe we'll get 2 or 3 harvests off that grass. So the grass is going to have to be sown real quickly, right after potatoes. And then we'll get in some big tillage and some big equipment, putting some oats in our smaller fields. But you know what? To give you a taste, we may roll out the big equipment right away. I will say good night here. I hope everybody enjoyed episode 2. I will see you all back here hopefully for episode 3, and like I said, we'll get right to it. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.